Okay, so second video on the preparation for power outage, drill for the national power outage that we are expecting now, anytime soon. It is very weird, and it makes you think a lot because, several things are at play that you kind of know about it, but you don't know how the hell you're going to face that, and then something comes up, and then you deal with that by doing that. And anyway, before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email. In case that you want to help me out, you can do that by the Amazon gift card or the PayPal account. And if you want to know more about these topics, I have some books in Gumroad. And I hope that they are helpful if you get them. So anyway, yesterday I said a lot of things that I was doing. And right now, like I said, we are searching for everything and making sure that we have everything. Number one, of course, like I said, I check the water tank. I clean everything that I can. I prepare for a fire of any kind. For that, I double check that, all the fire blankets are everywhere that they are supposed to be. Like, I have 2, and then my best friend sent 2. So now I have 3, but I gave one to someone that really needed that. So, I have 3 right now in my house. I suggest that you get at least 2. One for each area that you may have problems with. I have one for the kitchens. I have 2 kitchens, but they are in the same place. So I put it in the middle of the 2 kitchens. And then the other fire blanket, I have it in the hallway between the rooms. And then the third one, I have it near the bathrooms, just in case. And anyway, that's just like the beginning, right? I mean, I have to make sure that, we have all the water separated, all the water labeled. We do have a problem about the water, not the fact that we're going to miss it. That's like you having an issue, not having a problem. It's like having an issue because you have no idea how the hell to handle that. The problem is that the water that we have in the water tank, if we were to use it, that water will be unusable after day 2, because in day 3, water will have algae and green things and everything, and you will not be able to use that at all, unless it is for gardening, not even for the toilet that will be available. So, we have that issue, and right now, we don't have enough potable water, so I have to go and get potable water with my neighbor. We need to make sure that we have fuel in the cars, because when there is a power outage, you will not have fuel anymore. Because gas stations are going to run out of the fuel, because people will go and buy all the fuel to try to get to the generators and stuff. I have a video about this problem or situation that will generate a hell of a lot of fires and a hell of a lot of noise and a hell of a lot of other things. So, I'm also preparing for getting rid of mosquitoes and things like that in the middle of the night and during the day, because at night you are not going to sleep because of the generators that are working in the buildings and all the other places that have strong generators. They will not use it, in a power outage that is like 2 or 3 hours. Some places will have automatic generators. So even if the power outage lasts 5 minutes, they will run the generator for those 5 minutes. So that one is like an issue, especially with animals, because the noise is going to be quite annoying. unless, they run out of the freaking fuel. Which, by the way, will happen after day 2. If you're thinking that these people have fuel, fuel is the same as water. After day 2, people will start panicking, and day 3 will be like, Mad Max kind of thing about getting the freaking fuel and getting the freaking water. And people will now have no other priority but water and fuel after day 3. So anyway, I have a video about bugging out and dealing with this problem, especially if you have the possibility of living in a gated community that has those generators and stuff, because they will be better. However, like I said, they are expensive and you need to collaborate with your neighbors and stuff like that. So anyway, I am also preparing all of our agendas, because when you don't have electricity, time passes different in your head. And it is a thing. It's like you don't know what day it is. You don't know whether it is noon or other time. It will be a mess, especially if you have appointments and stuff. You will need to keep them, and people will forget and stuff. So you really need several agendas. Like if there is a power outage right now, what was supposed to be done last week that wasn't done? So, oh hell, what is supposed to be done right now that it's, that we can't, but we need to do it as soon as the electricity comes back on or whatever. So you're going to need a hell of a lot of agendas. You need an agenda for your house, an agenda for your car, an agenda for your kids, an agenda for your health, an agenda for, just appointments and other things. And then, the agenda that you use as a journal, if you use it, for like gratitude or whatever. Right now, quite frankly, you are going to need it. And you're going to need to find some sort of, miracle. So that you can spend half an hour with yourself. I don't care if you do it in the bathroom or you shower or whatever. Because you're going to be collapsing about everything and everywhere, because no electricity means no blenders. So I have an Amazon wish list in which I have I am trying to get blenders that are portable and for emergencies. You might want to get those because you just won't get it. Blenders are very, very, very important, because if you are going to drink mochaccino or whatever, you really need, that thing. If you don't know how to make coffee without a coffee maker and you're addicted to coffee, which very likely you are, then, you gotta figure out how the hell to make coffee without electricity. That is easier said than done, especially if you have never done this before. There is a reason why people hire baristas and people like that, It's because this thing is not as easy as it seems. We also need to check on the propane. At this point, propane, we paid for it in April. We are now almost in mid-June, and we're not getting that thing yet. So we are thinking that we are going to get it in July. But like I said in other videos, our neighbor that used to deal with these situations, he died. So I don't know who is in charge of that anymore. I don't think any neighbor wants to volunteer for that job. So I think that they haven't found anybody who is going to be willing to do this. And I think that now a team of neighbors is trying to figure out a way to do this. So, no electricity and no propane means basically that you are now going to have to cook outside of your house. If it is raining or there is a storm or if there is something, then you're going to be screwed. And if you're cooking outside, you can't cook the same way that you will cook inside. And that means, Smells are going to be an issue because everybody will know that you're cooking. And if you have a water tank, like I said, you need to prepare for neighbors knocking on your door to trying to get the water. So if you have the water tank inside of your house and everything, and you have it, like hidden or something, and you are going to help your neighbor, then you need to figure out how to make the neighbor get inside your house to get the water without looking at everything that you have inside the house. So it's kind of like, yeah, you can get here, but I don't want you to get inside my house. So you're kind of going to be kind of awkward or something, and you might need to have like a way to deal with that. So either you ask them to lend you the bucket and bring it yourself, or you prepare a part, like another water tank to share with everybody else, and you put it near the door so that if somebody comes, you can say, hey, this is the water that I can share with you, you can have this one, or something like that. Also, like I said, you need a way to carry the freaking water, because water is heavy, and you are going to have several issues. During power outages, our main concern is hydration. Quite frankly, it's like the biggest headache that you will have. Hydration, especially because, most people don't think about it until you're kind of like, I have a headache and I have cramps, and then you're like, oh crap, I forgot to deal with this thing or whatever. You're also going to be making a hell of a lot of lines, because you're going to be making lines to try to get water, fuel, food, and cash and everything. So, oh hell no, you're making a hell of a lot of lines. If you do not know what the hell to expect or do about the freaking lines, I have videos about that. Then you also need to have the proper food about that. I also have videos about that in the food videos. Because, you don't want to have food that will make you, go to the bathroom and stuff like that as soon as you're going to be in the lines and others. And food is going to be an issue that is implied. That means that not everybody will know how the hell to handle this. Because when things are implied, that means that some people will notice patterns, other people will not notice anything. And other people just are going to be kind of like, I'm not dealing with this, I'm leaving. So this is going to be like an issue. If there is a power outage and it is big, like a statewide or national, is going to make a hell of a lot of people, it's going to push them over the edge to the point that they will leave the country and they will never come back. Because if you don't have security in the terms of services, then this means that you cannot have access to the internet, you cannot have access to banking systems, and you cannot have access to documentation systems. And basically this means that you are back to the Stone Age, and for all I know, we might be even back with another kind of issues, because at least the people in the Stone Age, they knew how the hell to hunt, how the hell to do a hell of a lot of things, and they didn't have the pollution problems that we have right now. So, oh hell no, we're way worse than being in the Stone Age. So, oh hell no, a hell of a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not putting my kids through this, so I'm leaving. I don't care if they're crying, I don't care if I have to put, oh hell, there will be people that will be kind of like, I swear, because it happens to several of my friends, their husbands, or mostly their husbands, like men, they were like, yeah, if you don't leave, I'm taking the kids, or you are taking the kids with you, and I am leaving. You can expect the divorce papers as soon as I have money to pay for them. Period. So it will be an ultimatum for a hell of a lot of couples, because emotions are going to be running high. Some men are going to be like mama's kind of boy, so they will be like, I'm not leaving my mother. And the woman will be kind of like, I don't care, I'm not putting my kids through this, so it's divorce for you, I'm leaving. And they will be leaving. And then you will have a hell of a lot of people that are going to file now for Interpol kind of papers and everything, because some people will take the kids without permission and anything, because they are not going to put their kids through all of this mess. So you are going to have a hell of a lot of, like I said in all of my videos, a field day for lawyers every single day, and a field day for accountants most of the time. So anyway, so during the power outage, you can also expect, people to be very, very like fast and pushing. So you can expect a lot of accidents by people falling into other people or people pushing other people, especially, when it comes to water. It will be like, if there is only one truck of water and that truck is supposed to fill, 50 people, and there are 300 people in the line, oh hell, I can assure you that this is going to be an issue. Fuel trucks are going to be attacked by people. At this point, you can expect disasters. Really, really bad. Because your desperation is going to drive you completely insane. And when people are that desperate, they are controlled by paranoia. Yeah, paranoia is not. Yeah, it's not like. It's not what you will expect, because paranoia is never, never, ever kind of logical or anything in any kind of way. So, oh hell no, whatever the hell is happening with your paranoia, that will happen. So that you will attract and that you will create. So it's a problem. So we are expecting, obviously, problems with cell phones and communications. At this point, there will be people falling out of the windows from their apartments. Like, it will be, I will call it death by stupidity. Because people will be, I'm not joking, I wish I was, but I'm not. People will go, especially the teens. My God, if you have a teen, I swear to God, I don't know how the hell I'm going to handle this when my daughter grows up. Teens are going to go to the bridges, because, bridges, usually they have a better reception for the cell phones than other areas. So they will use one hand to, let's say that this is a bridge, right? And, no, actually, like this. This is a bridge, and people will, this is the edge. People will be putting themselves like a Y thing here. So they will hold one hand to the bridge and one hand with the cell phone trying to get here. As soon as this hand, moves or something, yeah, they're falling. So, oh hell, they are going to do that a lot. They're going to do this like that with apartments also. So you will see a hell of a lot of people falling for the floor number 9, number 10, number 7, number 4. Oh crap, it's yeah, and from the bridge. And yeah, and at this point I can also tell you that some kids, especially kids, like kids as in 11 and 9, some kids that are about that age, yeah, they are going to start committing suicide because they can't have access to their freaking cell phones. It's bad. Really, really bad. At this point, it's just, yeah. If you have a problem with the power outage, you can also expect nothing that says refill to be working. That means if you have oxygen tanks that need to be refilled, not happening. If you have machinery that needs to be refilled, some sort of material or whatever to be working, not happening. If you need refill of any kind, not happening. And because we don't have emergency systems because they have already been destroyed by all of this situation. If this is the first time that you're experiencing this, you might have emergency systems that will work for 3 days, and that is a big maybe. Maybe. Because sometimes that will work for only 46 hours. That means that not even 2 days. I don't care what the hell the company says, never lasts 3 days. This just doesn't happen. Real thing doesn't. If it says this will run for 72 hours, oh hell no, it's going to run for 48. I don't know how or why, but I think it's because the quality of the fuel or for whatever other reason. But oh hell no, don't count it to be 3 days because it's not going to happen. If you're thinking water filters, yeah, think again. I have a video about that one. So hell no. If you're thinking that you are going to be able to use radios and stuff, I can tell you that that one will work. Because every radio station will be begging people to give them fuel for their generators. And even if people are starving, and even if people are dying on the street, or even if people are making a freaking line to try to get water, they will, and I don't mean will, they will always find a way to give fuel to the radio stations. So the radio stations will be operational and they will be working, and they will always find some sort of connection or some sort of something. But the radio stations, I swear to God, those are like your best choice about almost everything. Like how the hell to get information, how the hell to handle anything. You do that through the freaking radio. And there will be a hell of a lot of people that have a little bit of money or a little bit of anything, and they will share whatever the hell they have. Water, food, anything. They will bring it to the radio stations. The radio stations is like let's say that there was a plague in the mid 1800s or something, and you have the church where everything was going on. Yeah, the radio station is going to be your new center for everything, because people will always find a way to tune in to the radio station, because when you need to figure out what the hell is happening, you turn on the radio in your car. You can turn on the radio in your house. And hell, there is people that will have cell phones that still have batteries, and they cannot connect to the internet, but oh hell, they can connect to the radio if they have the little device that like antenna. So you might want to get the antenna for your cell phone. Because that one will be different. So you need the antenna for your cell phone. But oh hell, they will have that. So I have a good news, and it is that I have a guy that is a family friend. He came here, and I told him what happened with my computer and my power bank thing that my best friend sent me and everything. And give me a minute because I need to show you this. Okay, so this thing of mine fell into the ground. Now, this thing here was separated. See, they are like a clip thing. They go together, right? And yeah, I was ignorant, and when this thing came apart, I actually put it together. Yeah, if something like this happens to your power bank or equipment, do not place them together again. Don't do that. I almost got mine completely useless and broken entirely, and I would have had to throw it away if it wasn't for the fact that I was lucky. Now, when something like this happens to you, you need to find someone that will actually crack it entirely open, put together all the cables inside, and then close it. If you close it and the cables are not in the right place, you will accidentally cut the cables inside, because there are things in there that will act like this, and they will cut the cables inside. And if the cables inside and everything, is like crushed, yeah, it's going to be worthless. So don't do that. My friend was able to fix it for me, because luckily I did that, by the way. When this thing got separated, I placed it together again. Yeah, and luckily the cables that are inside were not crushed. So my friend was able to place them all again where they are supposed to be, and now I have it working again. So whenever you have these things, external batteries, they will have accidents. Your computer will have accidents, and you will have a hell of a lot of accidents with everything, because you are in the dark, you have kids that are playing everywhere, and these devices, they will fall into the ground. Like I said, if they fall into the ground, don't crush them and don't place them together unless you know what the hell you're doing. Leave them as they are and have somebody else take a look at them. And have somebody else take a look at them means find somebody that actually knows what the hell they are doing, like an electrician or a technician that specializes in these things. Because otherwise, no, you will destroy it. And then you're not going to have any kind of battery, and then you're not going to have anything. So, oh hell no. I was lucky my friend was able to save that thing for me. And anyway, other things that you are supposed to consider, laundry. Yeah, you're not doing laundry. I have a video about that one, about how to calculate the water. And you need to save potable water or very, very clear water to wash by hand your underwear. That's all you're going to be able to do. Unless you, if you're going to be for certain, and I do mean for certain, with no electricity whatsoever in that area for over a week or over a month, you want to leave. Because although it's going to create a hell of a lot of issues that 99% of people will not be able to handle. Not even Venezuelans. And we are right now, if you find a Venezuela that has lived throughout this thing, we are joking ourselves, but every time that we have said, that we need encourage to another Venezuelan, we say we are in the immortality kind of level. We have water that is contaminated with metals and God knows what the hell else, because water comes with poop through the pipe. And even though we have all of those issues, we don't die from that. We have a hell of a lot of issues with electricity that has created a hell of a lot of fires and everything, and we still are okay. We have a hell of a lot of issues that have to do with not cooking or cooking with propane that doesn't exist, and then we have to go outside, and then some people have to use firework, other people will have to figure out how the hell to handle these things. Yeah, and we're dealing with roadblocks everywhere. And we're dealing with lack of money, lack of food, lack of cash, lack of lack of medicine, lack of that, lack of this and that, and and all of a sudden somebody says, yeah, next week we have a birthday party for this guy. Oh hell, we are going to be in that party and we are going to be okay. If you don't know, what I mean, yeah, oh hell, you should know, because last week, we are in a pandemic situation. We are preparing for a national power outage. We are preparing for a hell of a lot of things that include, all of the things that I'm telling you. And last week, the police had to go in and actually take people to jail because there was a party in a club that was for foaming party. Like, people literally went there and they were wearing a very small bikini, if they were wearing bikinis at all, you know what I mean? And they were all throwing foam at each other, having fun, because if you don't have a party and you don't joke around everything, then you're not Venezuelan. So, what the hell? So people, of course, started screaming the hell out of each other because other people are like, we are facing all of this situation. Get real. Stop it. We are in the pandemic. Why the hell are you, wasting water and foam and detergent and everything into a party? But then again, like I said, yeah, we have half of the population that is trying to be logical, and the other half that is just, yeah, we don't know if we're going to be alive tomorrow, so what the hell. So, it's kind of like you will be extreme. When you don't have power, you will become extreme. You will either become extremely logical and methodical, trying to figure out how to manage every single resource, and you will try to get control over absolutely everything. And at this point, you will go absolutely military kind of person, or you will be kind of like, yeah, you know what? I don't give a crap. I'm going to be dead tomorrow, so what the hell? I'm going to just drink my way to hell, and I'm going to do party my way to hell, and I'm going to don't care anymore about anything. And if I die trying to get the freaking fuel from the truck because, I need that freaking thing, and if I don't get it, I don't care if I die, yeah, you will find over half of the people will be in that kind of attitude. Because it will be a point, there will be a point in which if you don't have one particular resource, you will actually go into survival mode. And when it comes to survival mode, you will be kind of like a ball that is trying to get something. You're not stopping until you get that thing, even if it kills you. And by the way, you will be killed eventually by one of these things, because that happens to a hell of a lot of people. Because like I said, why would you try to get the freaking fuel by attacking a fuel truck? The fuel truck is supposed to go to the gas station. You can fight in the gas station, but other people are like, oh hell no, I'm not fighting with everybody that is on the line. I'm just going to try to get the freaking fuel from the truck. And they're going to start attacking truck drivers. And if you are a truck driver, oh crap, you better have a very, 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 very good life insurance, because those people, my God, they are attacked by mobs like almost everywhere, especially if you're carrying fuel or you're carrying food. If you're carrying, whatever else, yeah, people probably will stop you, but they don't care. But if you're carrying food or if you're carrying fuel, yeah, you're very likely, very, very likely, not certainty, but oh hell, you're very, very likely going to be attacked to get that thing, even though it's fuel. So, this whole situation about how you handle this problem is going to be determined by your preferences. There will be people that as soon as they realize that this is happening, they will be in denial. When they go into denial, they will tell you, I'm dumping you if you don't come with me, because I'm not dealing with this situation. They will be like zero tolerance for any kind of disaster. Zero. That means they leave. They don't have the capacity to deal with drama or to deal with lines or anything. Oh hell no, they are leaving. Period. If you have somebody like that, and that happens to be your husband or your wife, oh hell, you are heading for a divorce. If you are emotional, and if you are like, oh hell no, I think things will get better. If you are hopeful like me, oh hell, you are going to go through a divorce. So it will depend upon your preference. Now, if your preference is, okay, I can do this and I'm going to handle this through, me being prepared, me being logical, me being whatever, yeah, like I said, you are going to have to be in control of a system, in control of everything. And of course, this is going to be war with your family, because your family cannot handle things in the logical level that you do, because their logic is not your logic. And oh hell no, if you're thinking that you're going to be in the same pace because logic is only one, Oh, hell no, like I said, logic is a tool, and therefore it will develop differently for each person. And what seems to be logical for you, for other people, is like, what the hell? You're totally irrational and you're totally insane. So, oh, hell no, I don't want to be near you, kind of thing. So, like I said, it will be emo logic. Emotion before logic. If you are a person that is refusing to deal with this, you're leaving. If you are a person that is going to be hopeful and say, hey, I can do this, and I'm going to be better, and I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to try to figure out things because I want to help people while they go through this, because I think I can help, or I think I can do it. Yeah, you're going to go through a hell of a lot of drama and a hell of a lot of scarcity, because hopeful people usually are the ones that have most scarcity things. If you are a person that will panic, and then it can go either way. It can go to the point in which you think, yeah, I'm going to die anyway, and then you are going to become reckless as they can possibly be. And every time that you think that you cannot be more reckless, oh, hell no, somebody will beat you. Like, it will be a race against who is more reckless, more idiot, and more stupid, and more... I don't even know what the hell to call it at that point, because there will be people that, like I said, why will you be in a 10th floor, in the middle of your going through a window, not even a balcony, through a freaking window, with over half of your body outside trying to get the freaking reception for your cell phone that doesn't even have 5% of battery, just because you are waiting for a message that says that somebody posted a photo of them in this process that you are, and you want to see their picture. What the hell? Yeah, so like I said, emotions, and it will be your preference all the way. If you are addicted to social media, you are going to go to the deepest part of hell, because there will be no social media, because there is no Wi-Fi, because there is no nothing. So, oh hell. If you were expecting to travel, if you were expecting anything, oh hell no, not happening. If you're a person that is a maniac about cleaning, oh hell, not happening. If you're a person that can't be with a lot of people because you can't stand being with people making lines and doing lines and figuring out how the hell to get the resources that you need, then you're going to go through a hell of a lot of drama. Not hell, drama, which is different. Oh hell, when you're going through hell, it's because you are going through a hell of a lot of paranoia and a hell of a lot of actual danger, which is different. That's hell. When you combine paranoia and danger, oh hell, that's hell. But if you have paranoia, it's you having drama, because the lines are going to be very difficult. Like, for example, the water line. That one is just drama. But the one that deals with fuel, oh, those are hell. Because those, oh crap, like I said, if you're thinking that you're going to be, okay, like I said, people will be trying to get the freaking fuel. And because they are anxious, they will be smoking next to the freaking fuel. So, yeah, no. Well, no, you're going to go through hell. If it has anything to do with fuel, that's hell. If you have anything to do with water, food, whatever, that's drama. And, it will depend upon how you take a look at that, Like I said, the best choice, it will be depending upon who you are with, and it will depend upon your temperance. If you think that you can manage this and you have very good support from your community, and the problems with your water are not that bad, then you're going to be okay. If you are thinking that it's just that everybody in your community is insane or whatever, then you're going to go through a hell of a lot of drama. If you can't handle drama, then I suggest you leave. I'm not joking. I suggest you pack everything that you have and you try to figure out a way to leave. Because during that week or during those 10 days with no water whatsoever, after day 3, yeah, I don't know how you're going to handle that if you can't handle drama. So your option is leaving. Now, if you stay, you need to prepare for dealing with drama because you will be dealing with neighbors that will be trying to get help, neighbors that are offering help. You are going to deal with food that you might not know how to prepare because some people will have food that they bought for an entire year, but they don't know how to cook it without propane, or they thought that they will never have to eat it, so they bought a hell of a lot of things that were cheap but they taste horrible, or or everything that they have is emergency kind of food and they don't even know how the hell to prepare it, or they realize now that they are allergic to that thing because they have to be gluten-free kind of diet, and everything that they bought that is an emergency, those things doesn't say gluten-free. You are assuming that they were gluten-free, so now they're sick. Yeah. So at this point, your biggest problems, like I said, physically speaking, is going to be hydration, and physically speaking is going to be tiredness, because you're thinking, when there is a power outage, you're not going to hear anything. Oh hell no, you're going to have a hell of a lot of noise. If you live in the city and if you live near people that have generators, you are not sleeping. Those freaking generators will, if you were used to the idea of waking up and being able to hear animals or something, that's not happening anymore. That is for at least for the first week, because some people will have fuel for 2 or 3 days, and other people learn from the past mistakes, so now they have fuel for about 1 week to 10 days. Now, at this point, I can tell you right now that your biggest thing is trying to get information through the radio. You need to find out what the hell is your local station, and you need to figure out a way to contact them or to ask them or to be in touch with them or something. Because if you need specific things like what hospital is working, what do they need in the hospitals, because the hospitals might be turning down people, or they might be requiring things from patients or whatever. Oh hell, those are going through the radio. If you need gas station that is working or whatever, that's through the radio. If you are going to that's through the radio. If you radio, whatever the hell it is, you talk to somebody that is in the radio. If you don't know how the hell to make anything, you talk to somebody in the radio. They will have people from the community that have been through war, because in Venezuela, most people that are in Venezuela are actually foreigners that came here from World War II and World War I and World War whatever, and and they were basically refugees from a hell of a lot of other places. So they have been through all of this process, and they know what the hell to do and expect. So some of them are going to be in the radio talking to general population, saying how the hell to deal with water, how the hell to deal with wounds, how the hell to deal with the lack of food, how the hell to cook everything, how the hell to get the right firewood. Because if you're thinking firewood is all the same, oh hell no, it's not all the same, it's different, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of a difference, because some of them will be used for smoking the food, others will not. How the hell to deal with diapers and changing the diapers and stuff when you don't have water, and you don't have, oh hell, there will be a hell of a lot of people that are going in the radio, and they will be helping everybody through the radio. So that's going to be like your main thing. And if you have been through any of these situations, you are the one who is going to be in the radio talking to everybody else. So, I'm just saying that preparation for this drill is going to be, different. And we are doing the best we can, with what we got. So I hope this information is helpful somehow. And I hope that you know yourself, because That's going to be the main thing, because drama and chaos is needed for people to know themselves, people to push their own limits, to people understand each other. And at this point, yeah, your relationship with yourself and your relationship with other people might be tested to the limit. And you need to be patient with yourself, because you will be making mistakes. I don't care if you're an expert like me, you will be making mistakes. And you need to be okay about it, because otherwise you are going to go ballistic or nuclear. And you don't want to do that when you already have a hell of a lot of problems that you are facing. So anyway, thank you.